Hey everybody, welcome to the 18th installment of an Isaiah That's the Conversation. Today we got MikeSB with us. Introduce yourself to the people.
Yeah, buddy, it's your boy MikeSB. Chase your dream, do what you love. You already know what time it is, man. What's going on?
Crazy. Shout out your Instagram right quick.
Whoa, yeah, it's MikeSB. It's MikeSB, man. Fuck with me.
For sure, so. You can cuss.
Oh, I was about to say, I'm like, oh.
Nah, it's fine. You can cuss.
Alright, cool.
So tell us about your music a little bit.
Yo, well, in short, I'm all about motivation. I'm all about positivity. Try not to be in a corny way.
Yeah.
But
you like Chance the Rapper?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure.
He's a little corny though, right?
Yeah, well, nah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
he's all about the happiness. I feel that.
Yo, I know a lot of rappers who are doing what every other rapper does, and I think that's corny.
Yes.
I think that's corny. Even all this hard stuff, you know what I'm saying? I think what's cool to me is differentiation.
Yeah, I feel that.
When somebody's like doing something that's different.
When I was hearing you rap, I noticed like you're really good with melodies. I appreciate that because some rappers they just be fun. You remind me of Tory Lanez a little bit. I'm like,
whoa.
When I listen to Tory Lanez, let me play your show right now.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we can't get copyright.
No, you good. All right. You got my approval.
What's
Tory Lanez? I never heard that one before. I like that. Oh.
Fair enough.
Bro, this music video is dropping tomorrow.
Word?
Yeah.
Hey, this is promo for that. We dropping this Thursday though.
Hell yeah, it's all good. They'll come back. Take a flight. I need it right. Shout out to the big girls, man.
Hey.
All I see is pretty trains. Bro, this video's crazy.
Limousine.
Whoa.
Hey, when I'm in it.
Yeah, shit can mean. Yeah, you stuck in the middle. I ain't in between.
Crazy.
Bro.
Yo, that go crazy.
Listen,
where you hit that limousine?
You got it?
Where you said that?
Bro, you wanna know how that came about? I'm living in North Hollywood, California right now.
Alright.
LA.
California?
Yeah.
Oh,
but like I'm bouncing back and forth. So basically I graduated 2017. My dad owns a construction company down here. So I graduated school. It's like, all right, gotta go to work, right?
Mm-hmm.
Gotta make money, gotta pay the rent. But I was like, man, before I settle down, I'm fucking 23. Like before I just let me just go work a regular job. I was like, I gotta give music one last shot. So I got a crib in California, a lease with a couple, a producer of mine and the dude who shoots all my music videos. It was from last April to this April. Mm-hmm. So I still got a little bit of time, and then I got to drive home. I drove all the way out there with all that stuff.
Damn, all the way across.
Yeah, I did. It was the best thing I ever did. I'm excited to drive back because I'm gonna stop in New Mexico, Utah, take all these photos. I didn't do that on the way there. But the point is I met a dude who I was working with before from abroad. I've met so many people, producers, videographers, influencers, people like you, all off the web. You know what I'm saying? So I met this dude. I met this producer, Luke Forprez, who produced that song off the web. Linked up with him. He's from Santa Monica. So I linked up with him when I was out there in LA, and he was like, yo, I'm trying to pull up. I had a little home studio. I brought my stuff out there. I was like, cool, no problem. He was playing some beats. We were chilling. He played that record, and I was like, bro, I hopped in the booth and I freestyled. That was a freestyle. That hook, all freestyle, and then I went back and wrote the verses, but I had a version of that where I freestyled and it was so hard. The energy was so pure, so clean because it was all.
See, that's the thing about freestyling,
bro. It's all off.
You might not always say the sharpest things or the most layered lines, but the vibe is always gonna be there.
Dude, the energy was so real, and he was like, bro, this song is gonna be crazy, and I'm coming from a point where my fans know me for more of the chill stuff. I'm not out here capping saying I'm doing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm not out here
I feel you.
Which
is more than you could say for a lot of rappers.
But on this record, I'm like, yo, windows tinted limousine, designer jeans, but I could do that if I want to. But so this was different for me. I was like, man, should I drop this record? Because my fan base knows me for making more chill, positive, catchy records. But this one, bro, he was like, bro, we gotta do something. And it's just so crazy how it came to be off of just the energy off of that one time we met. I literally went in there, freestyled the thing, sat.
You said you met him on the trip?
Well, I met him on the web, on SoundCloud. He reached out to me. Right. And then when I came out to LA, he was like, yo, I live in Santa Monica. And I was like, well, I'm in North Hollywood. It's only an hour away. He ended up pulling up to the studio.
Yeah, so you be seeing a lot of famous people over there, right?
Oh, bro. This is good for the podcast. You ever heard of Empire? It's
the show?
No. It's a distribution company. It's like a label kind of. Now it's like a label.
Oh yeah.
But it's funny because one of the homies that I mess with, my buddy manages him. His name's Norman Perry. He's like an R&B dude.
Norman Perry.
He's nice,
Where
bro.
have I heard that?
He's nice. He's got play. He's nice. Shout out to Norman Perry. But we went to a meeting for Empire, and it was like a brunch, and there was gonna be a lot of people there. I saw Tyga. I saw Too Short. I saw Gunplay. I saw what's his name? Not Melly, but this dude Kenny. They have the hair in the back. What's his name?
I don't even know.
Dude, there's a bunch of rappers rocking the Rick James. They got the hair in the back.
For real?
It's like a little mullet, killing it. I forgot what it's called. Anyways,
that shit real ugly.
Dude, shout out to them. Whatever, do your thing. But yo, Tyga, it's just crazy. As far as like famous people, I saw Tyga there. This man, it was a brunch. This man got a plate of like straight potatoes like twice. We were like getting brunch. It was just hilarious. I was like, yo, we just ran into Tyga. Like we weren't like all fanboy and shit, but like we saw him. And this man was at the brunch at the buffet just eating potatoes. I was just laughing like, yo, I just saw Tyga and this man was only eating potatoes. Like that is fucking hilarious, you know?
Yeah, man, that's why he's so skinny. He needs protein, man.
Shout out to, he's doing his thing. He had a good year last year.
He did. See, I didn't expect that. That surprised me. I thought Tyga was done for. I thought the career was.
Whoa.
I thought Rack City was always going to get. I thought I was that for that. But then he dropped the song.
He came back. Listen.
Respect.
That's it, bro. But it's all about the hustle. But as far as famous people, yeah, there's a lot of opportunity out there. But the one thing that I realized about being, about the dream chase in general, like I had lived in LA before, or actually in Oakland, North California. While I was in school, I went out there for a year. My aunt lived up there, so I was like, fuck it. Like during my college years, like I went to FAU. It started 2013, went to Jacksonville, went to California, and then came back to FAU to graduate. So I went to UNF.
All 4 years you went to
I was traveling. But first and last, I stayed at FAU.
Okay.
So I started there and I graduated from FAU. But like because I was about to drop out. I was at a point where I was like, yo, I want to make music so bad. Like I had failed my college algebra class, not because I was just like, yo, I'm not doing this work. Like
I don't know, algebra, man, it's tough.
It's all good, bro. You're gonna kill it. But anyways, point is like I ended up making it happen. Because I figured out that you don't have to. You know what I'm saying? You could do multiple things. Like, people are telling me, yo, you can't do a full-time job and do the thing on the side, like music on the side. You got to give it all up for it. Like, yeah, that's true to some sense. But what I've
you know how to
realized,
manage your time.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? Because my boy put me onto, like, this 24-hour-in-a-day rule. It's like, what are you actually doing with your time? You know what I'm saying? You sleep, like, guaranteed, like, 6 to 8 hours a day. Let's say you go to work 9 to 5. What are you doing from, 5 to 12 before you go to sleep?
Right.
A lot of people will spend hours just sticking around, doing nothing.
That's a curse. Like,
but dude,
I fall victim to that.
No, me too. But I'm not a hypocrite. But when my boy told me, he's like, bro, like, from 5 to 12, you have so much time. Maybe you take an hour and chill. Yeah. But then from like 6 or 7 to 12, like, let's put some work in. Yeah. Bro, you can get so much done in that amount of time, even if you just use like one of those hours. So it's crazy. When I started to realize that, I realized that I could work a full-time job, get my money, but still pursue my music on the side.
That's right.
Like, for real. And
that's how I feel with this podcast.
Bro, you have to do it. Like, literally. This will turn into something crazy. But you just can't stop.
Yeah, of course.
You're how many months in? 3 months in?
Yeah, we about 3 months in right
So I'm saying, wait till you're 3 years in.
Crazy.
You're going to look back, it's going to be the craziest thing ever. And you're going to be like, I'm glad I didn't stop.
You know what's crazy? This is like, I didn't see the potential in this when I started it.
Yeah.
I'm meeting you. You live in California. Yeah. You know people in California.
Of course.
You got me a shirt.
That's what I'm saying.
Now I know about this company. Now I see all the people in this company.
Bro,
now the people in the company know me.
That's what I'm saying.
It goes,
That's how it works.
Grows, it grows.
Bro.
Podcast is like, it's the most, I don't know how to explain it. Like, it's free marketing.
For real.
I love talking to you. Like, you're a great guest right now.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Yeah.
I didn't start doing rappers, and the reason I didn't want to do rappers is because rappers tend to be carbon copies.
Oh,
they tend to be like other people. You're very different. I
appreciate it.
I didn't anticipate it. I was afraid. Cool. But I can see now that you're here, like it's crazy. It's a vibe, and it's good love. But like I like the podcast I did yesterday. I did it with a student at FIU, and he's a marine biologist.
Wow.
He was like telling stories about snorkeling and stuff.
Oh, gee.
And it's like, bro, I'm afraid of the ocean, and I'm talking to somebody who snorkels.
Whoa.
Like, that's
facing your fear.
Exactly.
Bro.
One day I gotta snorkel. That's all I know.
Oh, bro, you love it.
I don't know about the
You know how to
sea.
swim? You know how to swim?
Oh, yeah. I know how to swim. No, I'm a good swimmer. I'm fast in a pool. In a pool.
So you're good. Sharks, what are you afraid of? Sharks?
Of course.
Oh, they're not gonna bite you, bro. Sharks don't bite.
Stop that.
Dude,
they do.
Well, no, but they don't come after, like, dude, they don't come after, dude, it's like, they sense fear. So if you
I'm gonna be afraid.
No. But
nah,
next time you go in the water, you're gonna be so confident. You're gonna be like, yo, if this shark come at me, I'm gonna karate chop him in the fucking head.
No, I know if you hit him in the eye and the nose too.
Bro,
right?
if you flip him upside down.
Check that out. What is it? If you flip him,
you gonna flip a girl.
Flip him upside. You gonna flip a girl?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
How do you gonna do
There's a guy who does that.
Dude, literally.
Really?
Yeah.
And like massages the belly or something.
Yeah, like because they're like dogs. They like to be pet. It's weird.
Dude, legitimately. You flip them upside down, they go to sleep.
The thing with sharks that scares me the most is their eyes. They have like dead doll eyes.
Oh yeah, for sure.
All black.
Dude,
that's crazy.
But the thing is that you're not gonna see a shark where you're gonna be swimming. Like unless, dude, come on, what are you talking about? The beach? Like
I wanted to do coral reef. I'm not ready for open ocean because I don't want to look out and see nothing for miles.
Well, I do a lot of fishing.
Fishing?
Yeah. Well,
you don't go in the water, do you?
Well, sometimes we go like 15 miles out sword fishing, like 15 miles out from the land. We're not jumping in the water then because we know what's going on, but still, you could like dip in real quick. But like, we go a couple miles out and yeah, we're jumping in the water. You're snorkeling. You see people diving a mile off the beach or whatever, a couple miles off the beach. Like, dude, I'll tell you what, it's like gators, alligators. I do a lot of bass fishing too. Freshwater fishing.
Man, you Florida.
Yeah, bro, I'm in flip flops. Like, dude, I'm chilling. Like,
yeah, I feel you.
But I went on like this tour and they were like, yo, alligators won't eat anything that's bigger than them, or like they won't eat anything that they can't swallow in one bite. Like they're not gonna eat you, bro. Like it's like a shark. Sharks gonna.
If they're intimidated, they might attack you.
That's the only thing. If you but like they're scared of us. Point.
They should be. I mean,
100%. We hunt alligator in my family.
No. Yeah. Oh wow.
Like we hunt.
They're not endangered, right?
No. We have to hunt them.
Yeah, because
you have to control the population. Yeah. But
it's crazy, bro. It's like we just ruined the food chain just because we're so intelligent. Like, there's no way in hell that we should be able to defeat a bear or kill a bear. We kill them with ease, bro.
But
get a gun, and that's that for the bear.
Bears are like dogs too. Like, do you ever see the video of the guy who yelled at a bear to like get off his porch?
No.
And he left.
And the bear just left. It ran away.
Dude, literally. But that's the thing. You got to be like assertive.
It's crazy.
It's good. It's a good lesson about life. You know what I'm saying? If you come in confident, if you come in like, yo, I'm about to get fucked up. Like, you're gonna get fucked up. Yeah. Because it's like, as soon as you tell yourself in your head, yo, I'm gonna get fucked up, like it's gonna happen. But if you tell yourself, yo, I am about to like,
you get what you expect you're gonna get.
100%.
Always.
That's why I don't expect nothing. But I come in like confident, like, yo, I'm about to crush this. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
But yo, talking about intelligence, what do you guys think about artificial intelligence?
That's crazy. That's crazy. All right.
I was just talking about it last night.
In limited ways is great, right? I'm just scared of what it could be. Like,
what do you mean?
Automated driving. I think that's a good idea. It saves lives.
Yeah.
It could potentially save lives. It's funny when the reports come out that like the automated driving car crashed. I'm like, yeah, it's amazing because it just is one car. Imagine all the car accidents that humans cause.
Of course,
but it's always different when it's out of your control. Like, let me put it to you like this: like, you have siblings?
Oh yeah, older brother.
You rank on them?
A little bit.
When somebody else ranks on them,
oh yeah, for sure.
You don't like that shit. But when you do it, you're like,
yeah, it's love,
Right. So that's what I'm saying. So it's like when you crash, you're like, well, it was my fault, or it was the other person's fault. Like I can live with that. If it's a machine, you're like, oh, that's weird. I don't like that. Like, it makes you feel uncomfortable. So I mean, it depends how you see things. Like, I'm okay with it. Yeah. Personally, I don't know if I would be able to let it drive. Yeah. But I like the idea of other cars having.
I hear you on that, because you think it would be safer than people driving. People suck at driving. Shout out to Florida, man. Y'all need to take some driving classes.
We got 2 listeners in the Netherlands.
No
4 in Guatemala.
Whoa.
It tells us our stats.
Yeah, analytics, bro. Shout out to data.
For real.
For real. Everything is data driven nowadays. You want to make money? Start buying data and use it to drive your business.
How the hell do you buy data?
You could just buy literally, like, dude, we're in an age where companies collect information. Literally. Have you ever noticed that, if you search something on the internet, you'll see an ad for it a second later? It's because Google's collecting information on how you act, and then they're tailoring ads personally, to your behavior.
That's live.
Super smart. But that's what I'm saying, data driven, But data, it's like anything. Like you're looking at analytics. You're seeing that you got fans in Netherlands and stuff. You could take that and then run an Instagram ad.
Yeah. Directed towards
Exactly. So you utilize data, How do you get it though? People actually sell sheets of data. Like you could find it, you could buy it, contact sheets and shit like that. That's how people cold call. They get,
Yeah, when they call you and they act like they don't know your name and shit. Like
they bought your information from somebody. But on artificial intelligence, it's wild. Like you saw the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
You saw all the ads with robots in them.
Yeah, that's what shook me. I was like, yo, that's kind of funny. They did one ad. I forgot what ad was it.
If you look at all the Sprint ads, they're using robots, like those white robots all the time.
Bro.
The State Farm ads, they're making fun of artificial intelligence.
They're not making fun, bro.
No, the State Farm ads.
Oh, they're making fun of it?
Yeah, because they got that robot with the crying eyes and trying to imitate the real person.
Yeah.
Like,
oh, yeah, and then it's like, it's laughing while it's crying.
Oh,
it's weird, yeah.
Yeah, it's
like
weird.
it's not
it's really creepy.
Yeah, they're like, you can't have emotions, or it can't be like a State Farm agent.
It hasn't totally expressed its, like, proper emotion, correct?
Yeah, like it doesn't understand emotions.
Bro, my boy was talking about something yesterday with Facebook, how Facebook had like this endeavor where they created these two robots, like Jim and Tina, like they named them. Two robots, and like 5 minutes into their existence, they were having conversations with each other, these robots, because they were made to like see what the deal is. They started coding their language.
Oh yeah, and they had to shut them down.
Bro.
That's crazy.
Because they started saying like a word 3 times, and it meant a whole different meaning. Like if they said love, 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 it didn't mean love anymore. It meant like a coded language, a coded word. Like if we were to use some word, like you're saying rank, you know what I'm saying? Like rank really means something else. But if you're saying, dude, it's crazy. So like, it's just wild. That stuff's.
Are you worried about that?
I'm not, dude. But the thing is like this: is like, am I worried about getting struck by lightning? Like, no. Am I worried about?
Well, is that the chance though? I've heard several theorists say that it's inevitable that artificial intelligence will overtake us.
It's already overtaken. You have
not yet.
We're cyborgs already. We have every morning when you wake up, what's the first thing you do? That's true. Look at your phone.
That's a good point too. Elon Musk was talking about that.
Exactly.
He said he said the only way we can avoid AI taking over humans is to merge with them.
You're gonna have a tertiary layer of intelligence.
You're
like
gonna have
Google.
a chip.
Exactly.
That's crazy. That makes me really uncomfortable.
Well, the truth is it's going to get to a point where this is the theory, is that AI gets so smart, overpowers human intelligence, which it already is. You saw Facebook had to cut them out. They were already overthinking us, outthinking us.
There was also a theory about those robots that they were glitching.
Oh, yeah.
But
that's
I
the
don't
cover
believe that.
Yeah, but listen to this. AI is going to get so smart to where it's one task. Let's say humans say, okay, eliminate the problems that are hurting the earth. And then it turns around and realizes that humans are the ones killing and it wipes out the whole population. That's like a theory, legitimately. But that can happen.
Just launch all the nukes like in Terminator 3 years.
Just like see every human and go, you're done. Like, like quit polluting. Like quit,
I found the conversation between the two robots. It was like 4 sentences.
What was it?
They're Bob and Alice. Bob says, I everything else. Alice says, balls have 0 to me, like over and over again. Then Bob says, you, I, everything else. And then Alice says, balls have, and then it repeats the same thing. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, you see, it's like they're talking in binary.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Math is the universal language. They're talking mathematically.
Math is the fundamental reality of life. For real. And I hate math.
It's all good, bro. Listen, you don't gotta be the greatest at it. The thing is, my buddy said it right. Don't be afraid, but be aware. You know what I'm saying?
That's such a good point.
You don't have to be scared, but you gotta be aware that stuff's going on.
Keep your head up.
Yeah, but know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So knowledge is power. You don't gotta be a master at it, but know that like AI is coming up and it might be wild. Know that global warming or like climate change is a real thing and like this shit's really going on.
I was looking at this this climate change diagram the other day, and they were talking about right after the ice age how fast the climate changed, and it was way faster than now.
Yeah.
And people use that to say that climate change isn't real, which is definitely not the right idea. It's just that drastic climate change has happened before.
Yeah.
People think that it's something that we can prevent, not necessarily.
Yeah.
Like, we can stop all the carbon emissions we want. The earth changes.
Yeah.
It does that.
Yeah.
And we're going to lose a lot of land.
Oh, for sure.
Miami's going to be underwater.
Yeah.
And what was the projection we saw yesterday? It was 2050?
It was like between 2045 and 2060.
Yeah, true. Very true.
I'm not buying any homes in Miami.
No, you know what I'm saying? And number one is that, there's a difference between weather and climate. weather is day to day.
Yeah.
Climate is over time.
Right.
So that's the thing. People are like, oh, I'm not seeing this.
Yeah.
Well, it's because it's not a day to day thing.
Yeah.
It's like, you got to keep an eye out for it. Number
Yeah.
one, temperatures have been rising, statistically. At the same time, we've been through like 7 ice ages in the period of the world. The world has heated and cooled itself extremely before. You know what I'm saying? Humans have, there's been like mass extinctions like a lot. 7 times already. Like, this has happened before. Yeah. We've been coming out of an ice age for like 30,000 years. Like, literally, like this.
What is it? I thought it was less than that.
It might be less, but I remember
think the last ice age was like 10,000 years.
Take a look. Whatever it is, we've been coming out of an ice age for a period now. That's why it's warming. Yeah. It's because we've been coming out of an ice age. Yeah. Like literally, the Earth was frozen. What about Mars? There's a theory that we came from Mars. Mars used to have life on it. They just did a study. Mars had water. Mars had life on it. The theory is that we used to live on Mars, or our ancestors did. Mars happened to have what's happening on Earth now, where
global warming.
We left Mars and we came to Earth.
So why were we so uncivilized when we came to Earth?
As they say, I don't know. Maybe we weren't.
What I think probably happened is there was some form of life on Mars,
for sure,
that blew up in space, came to Earth, and then gradually over time evolved into life period, not humans.
Yeah.
Evolved into life, made life on Earth. And
exactly.
Life came from there, and then plants.
Dude, it's wild.
Amoeba, you know how it is.
Single-celled organisms, it came from the bottom.
The last ice age was 2.58 million years ago.
No, that's not right. There were humans in the last ice age. You never seen Ice Age the movie, Disney? Come on now.
Shut up, Disney.
I don't know if you should take that seriously.
No, but that's accurate though. I know that for a fact.
It's alright. It's something good to explore.
120,000 years ago.
The last glacial period.
Yeah, see?
The glacial period.
11,700 years ago.
You see? So we've been coming out of it for X amount of time now.
Yeah.
But it's crazy. We don't think, it's hard for us to fathom that amount of time. We only live 100 years at best.
At best, right. Except for Indian monks. They live for 115, got that cinnamon, turmeric.
Bro, and they're eating 5 small meals a day. They're not overeating, they're eating.
I overeat.
Yeah, but it's all
I
good.
eat meat every day.
It's all good. Whatever. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm living my life.
That's what I'm saying. I'm living my best life.
Nah.
Listen,
how old do you want to live to?
Oh, bro. I'm gonna live to 150.
Really?
Yeah. In 20 years, we're gonna have a serum that's gonna let you live long.
But do you want to? Okay, wait.
Sure.
Here's the question.
Yeah.
Are you gonna be in the shape to last that long, or is it just gonna extend your life artificially?
Well,
because if it extends your life artificially, you're gonna look 150.
Yeah, that's cool. I look 150, but if
hell nah.
But it doesn't. But dude, I'm. It all depends. Dude, the body's just a temporary thing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If my mind can transcend, maybe they put you in like in Futurama, you're a head in a freaking.
I've never seen that show.
No.
Yeah, they got heads in jars that talk.
Yeah. Maybe it's something like that, or maybe it's yo, dude.
You ever seen Transcendence?
No.
All right, so it's basically Johnny Depp being weird, which is every movie.
Yeah.
So he's dying, but he's the super intelligent guy. He puts himself in artificial intelligence, but we don't know if it's actually him or a fake artificial intelligence.
Oh, wow.
And it's crazy throughout the whole movie. But basically the point is he puts himself in the computer as he's dying instead of dying.
Wow.
So imagine that. Imagine putting yourself inside a computer and being a computer. Well, and continuing life that way.
That's actually a reality. People are starting to look into that.
That's creepy.
It's people are cryogenically freezing people.
You watch Black Mirror?
No, what's that?
What? You don't watch? You have Netflix?
No, I got Amazon Prime.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's
it's a Netflix series.
It's on Netflix.
I've seen Black Mirror.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Oh, you said? Oh, my bad.
Oh, yeah.
I said Black Mirror. I was like, no. Black Mirror. Oh, dude, yeah, I've seen it.
Bro.
I haven't seen all of them, but I've seen.
A lot of the episodes have the similar theme.
Yeah.
And it's basically
criminals.
Criminals being tortured eternally in a computer. They put their consciousness in artificial intelligence and punish them for 100,000 years.
Oh my god.
And it seems like that. But it's terrible. No time.
Yeah. Jeez.
That's insane to me. And that's cruel and unusual. But humans are cruel and unusual. That's what we do. We've been doing this for so long. Imagine when we get here.
Have you ever seen Interstellar?
That's my favorite.
That's one of my favorite movies, bro.
No, not one of my.
No, I think that I've seen it 3 or 4 times. That and the Martian, though. Have you seen The Martian?
Okay, I'm not as big a fan of Martian. I do like it, but it's not in my
Interstellar
top 5.
Bro, that movie, like,
crazy.
Dude.
It's
I'm a fan of that one.
Bro, in a way, oh man, have you seen Arrival?
No, but I think it's something like same thing. Space.
It's similar in one sense, the way it deals with time.
Okay.
Most of the movies suggest that time is not linear, and it's like a whole bunch of things happening all at once.
Of course, yeah.
So, of course. What? That's not of course. No. I don't think so.
No.
So, in Arrival, shit, man, it's gonna be. Oh, did this motherfucker came out? There you go. Alright. So, in Arrival, these aliens come down, right? Spoiler warning. I'm not gonna ruin the movie. Actually, yes, I am. I can't talk about it.
Ruin the movie. It's all
okay, I'm gonna ruin it. Spoiler warning for Arrival. Joe's got a mouthful of water.
Definitely.
Alright, so the aliens come down, right?
Yep.
And they ask the humans to come up into their spaceship.
Yep.
So the humans come up. The aliens start talking to the humans.
Oh wow.
And they squirt ink. That's how they write.
Yeah.
But it's all one thing at once, and
wow.
it has a meaning. So they squirt. It's like a circular symbol with lines in the middle. It's like a mosaic.
Yeah.
It looks crazy. And then once it's done showing it, it dissolves.
Wow.
So they don't have a beginning and an end to their sentences,
it's
right?
Just
so it all an idea at once. So imagine if you take your left hand and your right hand and write a sentence with the left hand from the left side and the right hand from the right side. So the beginning to the end at the same time.
Wow.
Imagine the brain capacity it would take to be able to do that.
Yeah,
you'd have to know what words you were going to write beforehand, how you were going to finish it, what big a space it was going to take, right?
Yeah, jeez. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it takes a different way of thinking that I'm just setting the groundwork. So then they bring this like top linguistic.
Wow.
So she comes on and she analyzes the language. She breaks it down, figures out what they mean with certain things, evolves, and then she starts having these crazy dreams, like where she's imagining the alien right next to her and with her and stuff.
Wow.
And it evolves, and then they call her especially up into the spaceship.
Wow. And
they bring her. Oh, I forgot to mention. There's a glass barrier or some material dividing the aliens and the people.
Yeah.
They bring her to the alien side.
Oh, scary stuff.
The aliens are huge as shit. And the aliens talk to her directly, and they like give her all the rest of the information she didn't have, and completely explain the whole language to her. And they tell them that we need humans to learn this language so that they can think differently.
Sure. Because
we're gonna need your help in 10,000 years.
Wow.
So basically, what the language is it since it. Have you ever heard of linguistic determinism?
No.
It's basically the language you know determines the thoughts you can potentially have.
Well.
So since she knew that language, she can now think about time in a different way.
Oh, of course.
So she was having dreams about her daughter dying of cancer in the future, and she knew it was inevitable because that was what was going to happen. Like it's destined. And then she has the kid, and the kid gets cancer, and she dies.
Yeah. But she was able to.
Crazy. And then, she starts teaching language to the rest of the humans, and that's how the movie ends.
Wow.
But
that's wild.
Beyond wild.
That's next level.
And it's true. Like, how many languages do you know?
One and maybe parts of 2 and 3. But
okay, so let's say better example. Let's say somebody who speaks Spanish, right?
Yeah.
If they want to express something that in words that cannot be expressed within the language they know, they can't express it.
No.
Can't be expressed. They have no means to do it.
Exactly.
Let's say that there was no limitation like that.
Yeah.
There's no end to the things you could express.
That's huge.
AI.
Yeah, for sure. Dude, Google just put out this device, I saw an ad for it. I don't know if it's an earpiece. My buddy told me there's one that's an earpiece, but basically where you can in real time hear a language and it translates for you, and you can speak.
That's crazy,
dude. The future's here. The future's here.
The future's in the future.
but you're right. The future's not here, but all these things that we've been seeing in movies, 30 years ago, computers took up a whole room. Yeah. 30 years ago, a cell phone was a brick.
The thing that people misunderstand is they thought that there would be flying cars. Too bad we found out better ways to do shit.
Oh, yeah. Elon Musk is digging tunnels in LA to solve the problem.
This guy's a genius. One thing I would be concerned about is actually no. That's not even. I was gonna say monopoly, but that's not even a serious concern.
Because FPL is a monopoly.
Good point.
The government's a monopoly.
That's right.
Apple's a monopoly. Monopoly can be good and can be bad depending on how they,
Well, I don't think monopolies are ever good in any sense because they can be good for a time. I'm saying they always end up bad. But so does everything. Everything corrupts naturally or artificially.
Yeah.
So whatever it takes, it's gonna fuck up.
Dude, in economics, we did case studies, and one of the things was monopolies. Are they good or are they bad? And Apple was one of the companies. You know, Apple technically is a monopoly the way it's running, you know, the way it's pricing its phones. A big determinant of monopoly is you set the price. You know what I'm saying? You got no competition. You're setting the price. Apple's like setting these phones that are thousands of dollars, and people are buying them. You know what I'm saying? But Apple's, you know, so it's like, is this good or is it bad? But at the same time, Apple does a lot of reinvesting with the money that it makes into its people. It really looks for innovation from within the company, you know, so it's really like reinvesting into the people that help it make. So monopolies in that sense, if they're doing good things on the side with the powers that they have from being a monopoly.
But the good things you mentioned, I don't think that comes from being a monopoly. I think that comes from other things.
You're right.
It comes from the want to innovate. And the want to innovate comes from not being a monopoly generally.
Yeah.
Like, keep in mind, what the difference between the flip phones we had and the iPhone 4 was drastic.
Oh, for sure.
Now you look now, what's the difference between the iPhone 8 and the iPhone X?
Bigger screen. Yeah. I'll tell you what.
No home button.
I got a Samsung Galaxy S9. I'm on 5G right now. Only 5G. Like, I just did an update. I'm only on 5G.
What do you mean 5G?
This 5G network. I'm not on 4G anymore. I'm not on 3G. I'm not on 4G. I'm on 5G.
What is 5G?
5G's next gen.
It's like fast.
Never heard of that.
It's way faster.
This is the future. 5G is like, it's like, right now it's the difference between like broadband and DSL is what they were saying, or broadband and whatever. Like, it's very minimal right now. You can't see it. But the capacity that 5G has to expand into something huge is crazy. Like, anyways, then after 5G, I learned in school is fucking holograms.
What the fuck?
Yeah. In computer science class,
we're coming,
dude. I'm telling you, like, isn't it crazy how all these movies though from the past?
Got it right. That's kind of crazy if you think about it.
It's because like, not got it right, but you know, or maybe got it right, but like,
because there was a theory that it would be this way, and I mean, I guess the theory applies. You know.
I actually have a theory.
Yeah.
Basically, it comes from like the worst possible source. Like, have you seen the Transformers movies?
Yeah. Okay.
They said that when like Megatron crashed down on Earth, he started like the military found him, and then they started creating a bunch of technology
based on
him, like microchips, lasers, like the internet, that kind of stuff was all developed from Megatron.
Wow.
So my thing is that like I found out that the military has actually technology leagues above what's available on the market.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And that people from Hollywood, they learn about these things and then they put them into movies, and then when they come out commercially for everybody, then they're like, oh shit, they predicted it. So that's like my theory on how that like they get these ideas.
Well, that's probably true.
So the military's probably been on 5G, like for all we know.
For sure.
More than likely.
No, they got holograms.
They probably do have holograms.
They put the pod on the table, you turn it in.
Dude, they got teleportation.
Like Star Wars.
Sorry, shout out to the troops, man.
Yeah, for real.
But, you know,
stay safe.
It's wild, dude. I'll just tell you what. You know, one thing that I keep coming back to, and I tell everybody, is like, yo, you woke up today. You know what I'm saying? Because a big thing, I could be here right now doing this podcast, and then tomorrow, I could just pass away in my sleep.
Keep in mind, you could have crashed on the way here. Like, violent accidents happen every day.
Just things happen. Life happens. But a lot of people, like, I get people, like, on the way here, I did a vlog.
That's crazy.
Yeah, on my phone. I started a personal YouTube channel where I do daily motivation. I've been doing it on my stories for a long time, but I did it on Snapchat before Instagram story came out. Yeah. I've always been limited to like a certain segment of time. Like Instagram lets me do 6-10 second videos or whatever it is for a story. Now I'm doing it in long form on YouTube because one of my main goals this year is to fill the gaps. I haven't taken advantage of YouTube, but there's 1.8 billion Gmail accounts attached to YouTube, and people during the day, during times from 9 to 4, people 18 to 40.
You said billion?
Yeah, billion. Would it be during the day? People like. What is it? 18 to 45 watch YouTube more than any television network from the hours of like 9 to 5 in the day. So YouTube,
it's one of the greatest things.
And you're always on the go, and it's just like I consume content like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, but like, dude, so I did this daily motivation stuff, and it's just crazy. I did a vlog on the way here about never giving up. Why you can't give up. Like I've been making music for 7 years, dude. Like paying for studio time for 7 years since 2012. 2012, out of my pocket. I was going to the same studio when it was 20 an hour. Now it's 80 an hour. I don't pay 80 an hour. But it was 20 an hour. It's my homie HD. Shout out to HD Studios, man. Go get yourself right in my boy HD's spot. But, the point is like, don't give up. You started this podcast. You're 3 months in. Don't give up.
Keep grinding.
Do more.
Grow.
And imagine what's going to happen 1 year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now.
Hey,
yo, for real.
Listen,
I watched an interview with Kobe, and he was basically like, anybody can be good at basketball, right? And he was using it as a theory for life. And he was basically like, the average kid will play, if he's trying to be on a team or if he's on a team or whatever, he'll practice a couple times a week for like an hour and a half, whatever. He was just generalizing. But he's like, and he'll be so good, he'll be X amount of good. But what if he played every day for a couple hours, for a year?
Crazy.
But then what if you multiply that by 3? You know what I'm saying? He will be so good. Like, there's no limit to how good you will be if you practice every single day and don't stop. So I took that to life, and it's like, if you do what you love, if you have a goal, you want to be a musician, you want to be a podcast, an interviewer, like, do it every single day. Don't stop, and you will win. Like, the biggest thing that makes me win right now, the reason I'm winning is because failure is my biggest motivation. Because when I fail, I'm like, all right, I know what not to do next time. I don't get down on myself because I don't have expectations. Like, I've been doing this for 7 years. I'm not in it for money. Like, I'm in it because this is how I express myself. This is who I am. And that's what I want these kids to see. It's like, you can literally do anything you want to do. You can be who you want to be. Don't let people tell you can't. You know what I'm saying? One of my first videos on YouTube was, how I overcame my self-doubt. I started a YouTube channel because forever I was like, I don't have a camera. I don't know what I'm going to say. Like, yada, yada. I literally got on and I record live with no edits. Like an Instagram story. I just dropped a 10-minute video, no edits on my way here. Like just me rattling off my head, based on a topic. Today it was, why you shouldn't give up, because I've been doing it for 7 years and there's no reason to give up. You know what I'm saying? But like, bottom line is, do what you love. Don't stop. Chase your dream. My album's called Chase Your Dreams. Streaming everywhere now. But the point is, it's real. Hey, bro, it's real. I get people in my DMs that are like, your positive stories, like whatever, like they motivated me to do my thing. If I get one person, the first time I heard somebody say that, I knew that this was my calling.
Yeah.
I believed it. I could have just been like, oh, that's just somebody, but I made myself believe it. I was like, this is what I am here to do. I'm here to tell people like, you can do what you want to do and you can win.
I like that you came at it that way. I don't want to say never.
Yeah.
I have wanted to be like that because I'm a generally positive person.
Yeah.
But I feel like the best way for me to get that across is just to do what I'm doing.
Number one.
Just to see people, just to let people see me go from this way to this way.
For sure.
To watch me change. Because when I tell them, like, when I'm doing the motivation, like how you were, I feel like it comes off as, like, carbon copy.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to sound like I'm telling them everything they want to hear.
Exactly.
Yeah. I want them to see me doing it.
For sure.
Right, like, when I watch LeBron, like, bro,
you already know.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, the way he shoots the ball, like he's done it 6 million times, and he has. It's insane when you think about it. It's like the amount of time he's put into what he does.
Mastered his craft.
And that's what I got to do.
It takes 10 years, 10,000 hours.
Yeah, it does take 10,000 hours.
Start working now. That's what you're doing. We here right now.
The only regret I have is that I didn't do things before I did them. Well, that's my quote.
But I'm glad that you're here now and you're able to realize that, because you don't want to be a year in the future and say, man, I wish I started 1 year.
Exactly.
You started already. You're 3 months in. You keep doing it, bro, you're going to be like, I'm glad I started last year.
Hey, man, George, what day did we start the podcast? Do you remember? What day? Well, check when we released the first podcast, because that's going to be an anniversary. We got to throw a party on that day.
I'm saying, like, dude, stuff happens out of nothing. It happens out of
ideas.
Out of ideas, bro. Like,
second you sprout an idea that lead to a movement. Yeah.
Bro, like literally, and you have to go against the grain. You have to be an artist and do it your way. Like, the only way things become trendy is because somebody steps out the box.
With influence.
Dude.
Because keep in mind, alright, do you remember when Young Thug first came out?
Yeah.
And everybody was ranking on him because of his sound?
Yeah.
Now look at everybody.
Look at Uzi.
Look at Uzi.
Everybody.
Uzi came out with the pink dress, a little colored dress. Now everybody going colored dress.
Dude, Riff Raff was doing it too. And everybody's on Riff Raff. Everybody's bucking. But this is what it is. Like, it's funny. I was watching some shit with Riff Raff. He's funny. I used to mess with Riff Raff. I'm big on Lil B. Shout out to the bass guy.
Really?
Well, I'm not big on him like, yo, I listen to him every day, but like, he's one of the rappers.
He is influential.
He's one of the first rappers that I heard. But like, number one, I mean, got my Vans on, but they look like sneakers. Like, when they were in the pack, like, they were killing. Shout out to the pack. But yo, Lil B was one of the first rappers I ever heard who was positive. Yeah. Bro, ever. I'm talking like 2011, 2012 when I started like really doing it. Like,
I didn't even remember him for that. I thought he was just a clown.
He was clowning, but he was like one of the first trolls, dude. Like, he was out here like, cook. Chef. This man was creating a dance. Like, he was like Soulja Boy. Shout out to Soulja Boy, man. But
that's crazy. Because, like, Soulja Boy makes himself look corny by, like, asking for attention. But when he called attention to those things, I was like, he's not lying. Like, he's telling the truth.
Did y'all hear that song he dropped?
What song?
How about with the poop stick? Bro, he came out with a...
Because now he's just doing what everybody else is doing. Like, that's impressive. I want him to do some wild, innovative shit. Then I'll be like, oh, that's good.
Me and my boy were talking about this. It's getting to a point where people are going to want to start seeing some different shit. And that's
it's right around the corner. It's right there.
That's why I'm glad I'm here. Because I remember when...
You're going to catch it.
I'm here. I remember when people used to tell me that this shit was corny. Now I got people in my DMs like, yo, my boy was about to commit suicide and we jammed your shit. And like, you know, I was a drug addict. I was going through rehab and your shit helped me like bing, bang, boom. Like, I'm literally out here like helping. I don't care if it's clout. I don't care if it's hot or not. Like, I've been doing this the same way for 7 years.
I'm all about, like, I'm obsessed with this idea of cycles. Like, you see it all the time. You see it right now in politics.
You see
like,
it in global warming.
Let's back up. Let's back up to about 2000. We got Bill Clinton. We're a moderate society. Yeah. We go. We get George Bush. We get a little bit more polarized. We push a little bit. Then Obama. And everybody, they see a black president, they lose their minds. The right goes crazy, the left goes crazy, and now Trump. We are the most polarized we've been in
for sure
years, like a century, since like civil rights movement. Like that's not a century, but you know what I'm saying. Like it's been several years since we've been this polarized.
Yeah,
and I think it might even be more now. You see the same in music, right? So we had boom bap in the 90s, then a little bit of ringtone in 2000. Yeah. It was knocking on the door, the ringtone came. And now we have full-on nonsense. Yeah. But it sounds good. I enjoy it sometimes. I'm not going to lie. I like it. But it's coming to an end, and something else is coming. What is that? To be determined. We don't know yet.
That's it.
But catch that wave, my dog. Like, that's what I'm saying. I'm telling you, there's a new avenue is coming. I don't know what it is. I think, this is my theory. I keep saying this. I think live instrumentation.
For sure.
And I think, what else did I say? Great lyricists over hard beats.
For sure.
Because that's a little lacking.
Catchy but conscious. You know?
Exactly. So what I don't understand is why Ronnie J doesn't send a beat to Kendrick.
Yeah.
Send a beat to J. Cole. Imagine. Yeah. Or just think of that.
Hopefully he hears it.
For real.
Yo, Ronnie J, come on the show.
That's crazy. If Ronnie J came on the show, bro, I'll be telling her.
Your point is for real.
Good
Clash the Worlds.
Great lyricists on crazy beats and live instrumentation.
For sure.
Did you hear Kodak's testimony?
Loved it.
On the live show though.
No.
What? Whoa! Hold on. Where's my phone at? Bro, you gotta. The live instrumentation takes that song to a whole another. It's one of the greatest live performances I ever heard.
Bro.
And it's Kodak. Like, you wouldn't expect that.
Shout out to Kodak though. He's real.
By the way, the first podcast we posted was on November 15th.
No, that's 2 days before my anniversary.
Whoa.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
Oh, shout out.
All right.
There's
an ad.
Sounds good.
Hold on, wait. Let's analyze this ad. Let's see what the fuck's going on.
AI.
That's a Discover commercial.
He already knows. He's like, I've seen it in the
All right.
I got the car.
Here we go.
Who was Jimmy Fallon?
Jimmy Kimmel.
That's why I can live, so I can live like this. That's why I can live. Listen to this music right here coming in. Bro, that live instrumentation takes too long. I gotta let the whole song play. I can't help it. He vocalizes it different than the original. It's crazy. You gotta wait. You down with bleach, oh. Hey, we're trying to be. Hope you see me on TV. I'm on Instagram showing off my BB. That it wasn't easy. With my head peasy. Beach highway. Streets, I'm sorry. Selling weed in the hallway. We started robbing. Like Batman and Robin. Me through the darkness. Like I'm down. Like I'm down. The ending is straight melody.
Wow.
Like that song gives me chills. Like it just
That's big.
It means so much more when it's coming from a person's voice, and when you hear the live instrumentation playing,
dude,
like it just means so much more.
That's the thing. Like, and I'm glad to see a dude like him, who's like very street, very hard, very came from the bottom, talk about some of the things that he talks about.
Yeah.
Because he's coming from a place where these other rappers, may come from a similar situation, but they're not like they're like glorifying. It seems like they're glorifying the bad. Yeah. Maybe they're not. Like Future, like he talks about drugs and stuff. He doesn't do them anymore. He talks about past experiences, is what he says. Shout out to Future. His album's hard. I love Future, man. But I like seeing an artist like that who comes from his upbringing, kind of like, not only talk about what he's been through, but kind of say how this is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I mean. Everybody understands the allure to do bad things. Like it's not hard. It's not hard to get. It can seem cool, but only for a short time. Like then consequences come, and those are not fun.
No,
not fun at all. Like, last night. I was watching The Town. Have you seen The Town?
No.
It's with Ben Affleck and Jeremy Renner, and it's basically
bank robbery.
Yes.
Oh, I've seen it. Yeah. Oh, dude.
And
is that the Boston one? Or
yes.
Okay, yeah, that's a good movie, dude.
Like, according to the movies I've seen, Boston is not a safe place like I thought. I guess I assume since it's just white people that it's safe.
my parents are from Massachusetts, New England. So, but yeah, no.
Yeah.
The Irish up there.
Crazy.
Yeah, crazy.
But that's crazy. So yeah, I mean, like, in the movie, people die and relationships are broken. It's sad just for crimes. Like, it's not worth it. But that's what they come from. So what else are you gonna do? That's what Jeremy Renner says at the end of the movie. He's like, if we get jammed up, like if cops are on us, I'm not going to prison.
Is it true?
I'm killing them. Like I'm gonna go out shooting. That's all I know.
Bro, because once you get in the system, it's hard to get out.
Yeah.
Because
once you are a convicted criminal and you've done time, you can get no jobs. You can't vote for at least 7 years. I was actually on a Greyhound going to town, and I sat next to 2 prisoners, and they were talking about like they had just got released.
Yeah.
Apparently, Greyhound does that a lot with their buses. Like prisoners get released.
Shout out to the Greyhound.
Yeah.
I rode the Greyhound before. Cheap as hell. Great way to go. Long as hell, but great way to travel.
For real.
I went to Savannah, Georgia. It took like 12 hours. God. But dude, yeah.
So yeah, like I was saying, so they're talking about how they can't do this and that, and for 7 years, this lady was showing me her book of her children that she hadn't seen in 12 years.
Wow. She just got out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
That's so sad. Like that's beyond sad to me. I've always been. I know this isn't. I mean, people gotta be punished for the crimes. I get it. But man, like just morally, prison doesn't feel right to me. Like in any sense.
Especially private prisons, because like I forgot what the statistic was. Don't feel me.
It was like 60% recidivism or something like that.
And
it's been higher.
And there's like a percentage like that of now people are in private prisons, especially in Florida, compared to like state-run government.
They make money off keeping them in there.
Dude, there's a huge theory that went around a couple years back that record labels had sat down with a meeting with private prison investors before private prisons became a thing. And they were basically like, hey, we have a huge opportunity for you guys. We want you to make music that is rowdy, violent, that makes people want to do violent things, and we're going to load up these private prisons. You know, we're going to flood people with this sort of thought through music, and subconsciously, we're going to load up these private prisons, and we're all going to make a lot of money. That was, and there was like emails from people who were sitting at the meeting like, yo, this is fucked up, like, I had to leave, like, they told me, like, whatever, they fucking do some crazy shit to me if I tell anybody. Like, this was going around a couple of years ago before private prisons became so big, but I would understand. You know, like, violent music makes you, it makes you want to turn, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it does.
Bro, you don't even know what you're...
Do you listen to drill? Chicago drill?
When Chief Keef...
Let me play a song.
Yeah, play a song.
I'm going to play you a song by Ludlow.
It was 76%, by the way.
In private prisons?
Mm-hmm.
Bro.
That's crazy. Just listen to the way...
No, this is state prisons, so...
Oh, wow.
You gotta hear this, like...
In Florida?
U.S.
Check private prisons in Florida.
I'm a stick-up man, jack boy, try to run a dope man. Get tap dance, make it slow dance. So you see where this is going. So he's a very talented rapper. He has great flow and great beats.
Yeah.
That makes you want to do evil shit. No cap. Like just listening to it, it changes you. When I hear it and I'm driving, like I just get so amped up. Like I can see what you mean by that. Like that's crazy that was actually a meeting. Bro, that's insane.
But shout out to Love Folk. And he comes from a circumstance that I'm not from, so I don't understand, completely. So I don't know what he's going through. But like, I'm glad that he's expressing himself creatively. Like, I think that
song is great. Like, that whole album is it's so good. Like, he's a great rapper. His lyricism is incredible. It's just that kind of music makes you feel evil. Like, it puts you in a different mental space.
I'm glad he's doing the music though, because hopefully that's keeping him from doing the other things a little
bit. Hopefully you can make money off it, and then you don't gotta do bad shit like that.
But like, shout out to Chicago, because you look at a dude like Chance, who comes out from similar struggles. Look at a dude like Kanye, who comes out, like Common, who comes out. These were different times when drill wasn't necessarily as popular as it was these past couple of years. But like, there's a light, even in that dark spot, Shout out to Chicago, the beautiful city. I've never been. My boys tell me, like, yo, you need to pull up in Chicago.
Yeah,
like,
it's beautiful.
Really good.
I've been.
I want to see the silver beam. That's what I want to see.
It's fun.
What's that?
Cool. There's like a giant metal beam. Like,
Show
just sitting there.
Oh, beam?
Yeah. Like,
wow, I like beans.
Recidivism in Florida is 33% in 3 years and 65% in 5 years.
Yes, that's a lot. People are going back.
Because prison is...
And you get a meal. You get a meal and a place to sleep. So people are like, yo, I'd rather...
Homeless people. A lot of homeless people commit crimes to go to prison. It's like a life hack. It's like, if you think you're going to be homeless for the rest of your life, go to prison. Honestly.
Prisons in other parts of the world are amazing.
Oh, wow. Big Bean. Wow. Shout out. Dude, that's a nice spot to take some photos in the mirror shots.
Yeah.
I do photo shoots, too. I shoot with a film cam. I enjoy taking photos.
Nice.
Yeah, that's crazy. Again, it comes down to, like, yo, we woke up today. I hope everybody, out there realizes that you can do whatever you want with your life, man. Like, it's like I literally, like, because we might go to sleep tonight and like somebody might not wake up.
The reason I'm apprehensive about telling people that is because they don't understand that there's actions that follow those words.
For sure.
You can't just say you can do anything. You have to be like, you can do anything if you do X, Y, Z.
Oh, for
you
sure.
have to prepare. You have to study.
100%.
You have to grind.
Yeah.
Like,
exactly,
that comes along with it.
A more realistic approach.
Yeah.
I think in general, the reason I'm so, I'm just an optimist. But the reason is because, like, I was sparked, like, just thinking like that, like, sparked me. Somebody told me that one time, and I held on to it, and I've, like, said it since, because it sat with me so deep. It's like, dude, well, it's perspective. Everything's perspective. Once you see it like that, then you start to figure out, well, obviously shit don't happen overnight.
Yeah.
Like the reason I put out this vlog today, I've been doing this for 7 years. Like, I don't have
That's such a good idea. I mean, like, some people are apprehensive about letting their whole life be known.
Yeah.
But this is a whole new world. Like,
dude,
this technology wasn't available, and we are social creatures, so why not? I mean, of course, if there's some private matters you don't want out in the open, I understand that. But otherwise, it's good to express yourself in a wide platform. Like, it gets
especially when you got a message to get out.
Yeah.
I'm not saying, everybody, like, do your thing. But if everybody, like, just put yourself out on social media. Mm-hmm. But if you want to be a musician, if you want to have a podcast and be an interviewer, if you are a farmer.
You see, do you know the name of my podcast?
No.
It's And Isaiah, That's the Conversation. You know why I called it that?
Why?
Because I'm not an interviewer.
That's it.
And I hate interviews. Yeah. Like, I can't do it.
Excuse me.
No. I totally, totally. Don't trip.
Yeah.
I'm not an interviewer. That's why I called it a conversation.
You're just a dude.
Yeah, we're just talking. Like, that's what I like about this. Because people always text me. They're like, oh, is there anything I should prepare for, like, topics and stuff? Relax. This is Isaiah talking to you. This is what this is.
That's what's up.
Because I feel like people are looking for that authenticity. I think that's why people like unedited videos.
Exactly.
I think that's why people appreciate that. Because they want to feel like they're actually getting a true sense of what's happening. Because a lot of the times, well, even more than a lot of times, most of the time in your life, you're not going to see what's actually happening. Movies. Do you watch Game of Thrones?
No, whatever.
Okay, whatever. Huge. Joe's laughing because I bring up Game of Thrones every single time.
Good. Shout out to Game of Thrones. Come on the podcast.
Yeah. the whole cast.
Yeah.
So look, the giant, beautiful, computer generated dragons in real life are tennis balls. Yeah. And that is depressing and nobody wants to see that.
Exactly.
Like, that's reality.
Yeah,
people want reality sometimes. Like, they also want to hear you lie in your raps about how you took guns, and they want to see you waving guns in a music video, and they want to see you throw money that you don't own. They want to see that.
Yeah.
But they also want to hear rappers like you who actually talk about what the fuck they're actually
Can't pay the rent.
Yeah.
School's been tough. You know what I'm saying? I can't get sleep because people are going through shit.
And that's my lane. I also want to give people fake shit.
100%.
That's why I'm thinking about doing other podcasts that are like story generations, like 15-minute podcasts, not like super long interview. Yeah. I call it interview because that's the category that they designate as.
Dude, don't limit yourself.
Of course.
I think. Do you have a YouTube channel?
I do, but I'm not active on it. I have
Bro, why don't you upload every one of these on YouTube?
Well, we do technically. we upload the audio.
Yeah, no, whatever. So keep doing that, but have like segments, like dude, just have segments, like.
Yeah.
That's it.
Like, I was thinking about putting out snippets of it on YouTube and have that be our YouTube form instead of, because I noticed that's super big on YouTube. The hour-long videos do have a presence and they do have a viewership, but those 10-minute clips taken from podcasts are a huge platform. And if we attack that market, like, do you listen to Joe Rogan?
Yeah.
Ben Shapiro, any of those people?
Gary
V. I knew it. I knew you would love Gary.
Gary V.
Those little snippets you see on YouTube are huge. Like, they love that shit. Mm-hmm. That's big time. So if we can hit that market.
Yeah, and Gary Vee is big on, like, create one big piece of content and then pull, like, 30 different pieces of content from one big one. So we have this big interview right here. Or, not interview, we have this big conversation.
But it's odd to say it because,
if this was filmed, we could pull, like, maybe a solid GIF with a quotable from it.
Yeah.
So, a couple of them. That's content from a big piece of content. But since it's a podcast, maybe we pull our conversation on AI, and that's a 2-minute segment that we then post on, or a minute segment that we post on Instagram and say, yo, what's your thoughts? We talked about, rap and the state of rap, and in private prisons, like you could literally pull pieces of content, conversations from one big conversation, and create other pieces of content from it that directly link back to one large piece of content. Like people don't understand, like creating content isn't as, and again, as far as like, it's not that hard. You could literally do this and then we could chop up anything.
Yeah.
But as far as like people wanting to see like the fake and the real, like a little bit, like girls wear makeup, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
but I like a girl with no makeup. You know what I'm saying?
I tell my girl that all the time. Like,
bro, you're beautiful. You know what I'm saying?
I got her makeup as a present, and I'm like, don't wear it. Don't use it. Like, thank you. Dude. You look better. I tell her, like, genuinely, you look better without it.
Yeah, shout out to the females.
And that's not to say that like you suck at putting on makeup.
Nah, rock the makeup because it makes.
Go ahead, but I'm just saying, like, just seeing you for what you are is better.
Yeah, for real. Shout out to the ladies.
I want it like I've never met a man that says he prefers makeup or plain face, and I've just never met a man who actually believes that.
Nah, I don't want your shit on my shirt.
I hear every girl saying that they wear it for themselves, which I don't believe. I don't believe that. Humans generally don't do things for ourselves when it's outward.
Yeah.
You wear a shirt because you want people to see you wearing the shirt, even though you may like it. I understand that. Yeah. But it's with the idea of impressing others, or at least leaving an impression on it.
Yeah.
So to say that girls put on makeup for themselves, I don't believe that.
It's alright. Yeah. Give some of them the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
There might be like LaQuisha and Tanisha out there might really be doing it for themselves.
I feel you.
But at the same, because maybe a lot of people told them, you're butt ugly, like, and they were like, fuck, like, I need to step my game up.
That hurts.
But again, like, shout out to all the ladies, like, you're beautiful, like, you know what I'm saying? Don't tuck that tummy. Shout out to the big girls. You know what I'm saying? Real
Let
shit.
You get that tummy tuck.
Yo, big girls need love too, man. Shout out to the girls. Dude. Listen, humans. Shout out to the humans. You know what I'm saying?
I love everybody, but if you are fat, get in shape because life is serious and you will have health issues and it's serious.
Listen, progress is a process. You know
No, most definitely. I understand.
But start. Yeah, everybody. Yo, if you're too skinny, start putting on some weight. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. That's why I'm in the gym. I'm trying to get bigger.
Dude, it's all good. Shout out to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's got something to work on.
Everybody got a problem.
Just know that you can work. Just know that you can work on yourself. And don't be jealous of the next man because you would never want to walk a mile in his shoes because you don't know what he's dealing with.
Yeah, man. Maybe his shoes are too small. You might get it.
But he might look like he's doing real good, but then he might be like really insecure and might be like battling problems. You don't know what another man's going through or another girl's going through.
That's so true.
Because a lot of people put on this makeup and show people a certain sort of image. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think that's a lot of people. I think that's every single person on this
exactly. Planet. But it's human nature because
it is.
Because social media and everybody's all about likes. Yeah, this is funny. Gary Vee goes, you are so selfish. You want so many likes on your photos, but you don't even comment and respond to everybody who gives you likes on your photos.
Exactly.
Like, for real. Like, the reason this video is dropping tomorrow is because I asked my fans. I said, y'all want this? 200 comments right now. Right now. I got it in 7 hours. I had never, asked them to do such a big leap. I normally do 50 comments, 100 comments. They gave me 200 comments in 7 hours. And it's just beautiful because,
I get, almost no comments on the pictures I post.
It's all good. It's all good.
Why is that?
It's because
you don't ask for it.
Number one, it's call to action.
Yeah.
This is social media marketing 101. Called CTAs, they call them. Calls to action. You literally have to say, do this. If you see the viral videos that hit the discovery page on Instagram, they say, tag 3 friends. Who would you smoke this with if it's a cannabis thing? You see them calling, say do something. But it's crazy. It's literally crazy. People are like,
there's a science to it.
Dude, people are like, I don't get enough engagement, but it's like, somebody hit me up yesterday. One of my artist friends, and he was he didn't say anything, but I told him, he was like, shit ain't really going, I'm saying whatever, how it is. I'm nobody special, bro, but I talk with my people. It ain't fans, it's family. I got people all around the world, like you're saying. I got people in Norway from producers I've worked with.
Crazy.
People all around the world, same shit, but when was the last time you asked them what they're working on? You know what I'm saying? When was the last time you asked them how they're doing? Before I promo something, I literally run through my DMs. I got 300, 400, 500 DMs. When I go to promo something, I'll hit everybody up. But I'm not just like, link drop, check this out. I'm like, yo, Grant, what's up? How you been? What you working on? And then I'll link drop. Yeah. But he knows it's genuine because I'm literally like, what you got going on? That's how you secure engagement. This is how you turn somebody who's interested in your stuff into somebody who's going to buy an album and buy the merch that's coming out. Because I'm literally like, I'm curious. What you got going on? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm the same way.
But at the same time, that changes the relationship. It goes from being a fanship to being a friendship. And that can change the way people perceive you.
Yeah.
And potentially limit your fame. But it also makes you a better person.
Yeah, fuck
so,
fame.
yeah.
Fuck fame, bro.
But you want money from it.
Yeah, fame doesn't equal money, though.
It's one of the fastest ways. Let me put it to you like this. Kylie Jenner.
Yeah.
Why is her makeup so much?
Because she's killing it.
She's famous.
But the egg beat her on Instagram.
Okay.
Shout out to Supreme Patty.
That's pure fame.
But what about this?
That's pure clout.
Look at this.
Stuff.
Songwriting versus being an artist. The dude who takes no fame and writes the song
gets money still.
He's getting bread. Yo, what is it? Neo wrote for Usher before Neo came out. When Usher was popping, Neo wrote everything for Usher. Songwriting.
Party Next Door wrote a lot of the hits.
And look at Party. Everybody knows he's hard as fuck. He writes for Rihanna. Some of Rihanna's hits, like, dude, he writes for everybody. But look at Party. He's cooling. He's breaded up.
Yeah.
He got the money. So fame doesn't necessarily equate to money, but
that's true. But I'm saying this is
a real fast way.
You don't need fame
to
get rich, but it's the fastest way to get rich.
Fastest is also the least sustainable.
That's so true.
Yeah,
that is so true. Another thing I noticed, me being a podcaster, I'm probably gonna outlive most of the artists that come on my podcast because this is like a cycle. Like who DJ Academics is, right?
Shout out to Academics.
He is basically the same lane as me. I don't want to be in the same lane as him though. But
good lane to be in.
I don't really like the culture.
Yeah.
Because he's not trying to do anything to change it. He's just drifting with it.
Yeah.
I don't mind. Like that. It's okay. He covers it. That's what he does. I want to shift it. Yeah, I don't want it to stay the way it is. It's too dull for me. I can't. I wouldn't be able to sustain it. That
I get it.
I totally lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, you're right. So he's gonna outlast all the rappers he knows now.
100%.
They might have bigger chains than him now. They might have nicer shit. They might be richer. At a point, let me put it to you like this. Their wealth peak will always be higher than his, but his sustainability, what reason is there for DJ Academics not being able to do this when he's 65?
2 words. Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Wait.
That's 3. Academics covered him before he was popping, when he was popping, and now he's covering him when he's in jail.
Grill.
End of story. But Academics is here. He's still here, even though this guy's here. But the point, dude, that's it. The sustainable route is always the best. Like, I'm not out here like, yo, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm literally out here saying.
But there's always an argument to be made for spending your money while you're young. And
for sure.
Which I totally understand.
Yeah.
Like, this idea of saving money for retirement, I get that it's prudent. I get that you should. But it's kind of sad that you're saving up money to go on vacation when you're 60. Well, do that now.
Yeah.
Do that now while you can enjoy it. Get that fast car while you have hair that the wind can blow through.
For sure.
Well, speaking of the men, because women always have hair. Fucking guys. But
you see what they're doing to the bald men nowadays? They're fucking putting the things on them, shaving them, making it look like they got the 360 waves.
You're talking about the waves. I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about the hair transplants.
Oh, that too. Tory Lanez. You know what's funny? Yo, JID, you know JID?
I don't listen to him.
But you know JID.
Yeah.
He put out a tweet. Him and Tory was beefing.
Tory beefing everybody.
But yo, JID was like, yo, I went on tour in 2008 when he didn't have hair. And now it's 2019, man's got a full head of hair again. He was just calling him out. Like, yo, talking some shit.
That's great. Yo, science is a bitch. Like, it's amazing.
You guys use Reddit?
Bro, I don't understand Reddit. Please explain to me what the fuck.
Well, I'm not too big on it, but dude, it's just crazy the amount of info. It's just a bunch of communities where people are whether it's an economics community or I'm lightly into crypto, so I follow Litecoin and Ripple and these, it's literally just very niche communities of people. There's a hip hop, there's a hip hop.
What do you know about about cryptocurrency? It doesn't have to be Bitcoin.
No, very lightly. Cryptocurrency is in my head, it's just this decentralized currency. Basically, nobody runs it. It's basically for the people, but it's anonymous. So that's one of the bad things about it. People were skeptical of Bitcoin because it's been used in the black market a lot, but it's also, again, decentralized, so uncontrolled by the government because nobody really trusts the government. So it's just right now it's a
well, because people in power always do bad things. Like power corrupts. Everybody knows that. But power organizes. That's one thing.
Moderation.
Bitcoin it's like I would never. I use Bitcoin. I don't understand it very well.
Yeah.
I would never put a large amount of money in a Bitcoin account because I just don't trust it.
Well, that's the thing. It's not for like the, it's more so just like like people who, like, listen, this shit's about to be. It's just about like forward thinking.
Yeah.
Like when you invest, you don't just invest all eggs in one basket.
Yeah.
You have a diversified portfolio. You know what I'm saying? You have investments here. You got investments here. Stocks, bonds, crypto market.
Can you explain to me how you run your clothing company?
Yeah. Well,
that's so interesting to me.
Yeah, it's super light. Shout out Pot Entertainment on Instagram, man. Potentertainment.com. Pot ENT. The wordplay is potent.
That's so clever,
dude. But literally,
I like that.
Right now, we started with an Instagram page. In 2012, our main goal was to hit 10,000 followers, which we hit early this year, and then in the same month we hit 11.1K.
Yeah, once it shows 10,
people are like
K, bro. People change the way they look at you.
Bro, but the biggest thing is consistent posting, which I'm still slacking on a little bit.
Yeah, I'm lacking on that.
I started with a niche. We were like, we're interested in cannabis, high quality cannabis, so we started reposting cannabis content from across the web, the most potent cannabis content from across the web. Did that for X amount of time, literally just reposting a couple times a day. In like a magazine format, we had like Macro Mondays. Macro is like, super close-up shots where it's showing like the crystals, the trichomes they call it. We had Roll Tuesday where we were showing like 2 nugs or like 2 doobies rolled up. Wax Wednesday showing wax. Thirsty Thursday throwing ladies. Showing ladies Fat Sack Fridays throwing big bags.
Whoa, slow down.
Bottom line is we kind of just like created this strategy where we were showing different forms of cannabis content. 6 years down the road, we get 10,000 followers. Now we've got like some notoriety, but the whole time we had this website and we would just come out periodically with clothing,
Oh, like it's just a side.
Well, literally, the whole thing is it started off of cannabis, reposting images on Instagram. Then we started a website. We were like, we like making clothes. We're artists. We started a website, started selling clothes low key. I was selling to mostly friends and stuff and on Snapchat. Nowadays I sell mostly on Snapchat and stuff. But how do I run it? I mean, it's super low key. Right now I'm working on a new collection. But like I'm one man doing it. Me and my homie Joe run it, but like I'm really doing the thing, and it's like it takes time, but you just put X amount of dollars up. You get a graphic designer team to come up. I got some ideas. Put them to life. I had this idea for this sort of camo. OG Kush camo is what we call it. It's like OG Kush colors, green, orange, and that's also.
Yeah, I love camos. Like camos just look nice.
Dude, you need a team. You need a budget, and you need a design, and it's done. That's how you run a clothing company.
Yeah.
But that's how you produce clothes. But then you gotta sell them, through whatever means. But like, that's our bread and butter. I'm not making a living off of it. But when I do it, we sell out generally. That's the thing. We run exclusive drops.
That's smart.
Limited supply increases the demand. It's simple. It's economics. Like.
Hey man, you got a degree in economics.
Well, yeah, I don't use it enough. But the truth is like, it's like, if I made 1,000 of them, like.
Why'd you get a degree in economics? You wanted to understand it.
Yeah, I was just super interested in it. I mean, it was just like very abstract. It's like everything was based off of models, based off of assumptions, and people, these people were like studying these models.
How do you think that helps you?
I think in life it helps me to be analytical and like and it helps me to just understand things. Like you could boil things down to a model to based off of assumptions, like a graph, and then you could translate what you learned from this graph into like real things. You boil something down so simple that I could just apply to bigger things in life. That was the main thing I liked about economics was it's very model based, and I was able to learn things like in a very small form and then translate that to, once I understood the concept, translate that to something bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger.
Bro, life is so exciting. Like it's so much.
Literally exciting.
Yeah,
it's exciting.
It's so much shit you can do.
Oh, anything.
So many things.
And that's why I say, you're blessed to be alive. Chase your dreams, do what you love. Shit don't come overnight, though. I'm not saying, you could do anything you want. Like you said, you gotta grind, you gotta hustle, but put the work in and do it now. Because you're glad you started 3 months ago. I'm glad I started 7 years ago. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to look. I'm glad I started my YouTube channel and just uploaded this vlog today. Like, you got no time.
That's actually, you giving me a lot of inspiration right now. Because I'm thinking, like, all the ways I'm lacking when it comes to the podcast. And
my one goal is fill the gap this year. Fill the gap. Everything that you wanted to do, you should be doing, you haven't been doing, do it now. Why? It's 2019, bro. Next year's 2020.
That's crazy. That's like a year. That's a big prediction year.
Bro.
Everybody predicts some shit is going to happen in 2020.
Every year's a big prediction year.
It's like 2012.
I predict I'm going to win this year.
What does that mean to you?
I'm going to be the best me that I can be. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to succeed because it's me versus me. I'm going to wow myself this year. I'm going to out-hustle myself this year.
I don't see it that way. I see it's me against the world.
I get that.
And because like I've never been a fan of competing with myself. It just
Sorry, I understand completely.
Yeah, no, like it doesn't motivate me. I gotta see what other people are bringing to the table and how I can change it. Like you were bringing up the clothing company. I don't want to say never, but I've never really wanted to make a clothing company. But I'm super intrigued with people who do it. 100%. The reason I don't want to do that is because I like the idea of me having clothes that nobody has.
That's the thing.
I want to bring a tailor in, right? And I want to bring material. Yeah. And I want them to tailor clothes exactly to my fit with the material, no name brands, no designer, just me be the only person in the world with this. Like, maybe I'll put my signature on it.
Exactly.
Like, and that's me.
I feel you. Dude, shout out to you.
Shout out to you.
Listen, the reason I don't see it as me against the world anymore, my perspective changed. I don't care what another man thinks about me. That's a big
You've evolved past that. I'm still on that.
No, but it's all good. But the point is, like, I saw a couple interviews. I saw, and I just don't care what a man thinks about me now. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why, like, I feel okay to do me. You know, that's why I pulled up here alone. Like, I don't care. I didn't know what the y'all might have tried to joke me or something. Like, but I'm just here.
A lot of the rappers I noticed come with people. Yeah. I wonder why that is.
Well, it's because strength in numbers. You know.
That's true.
But it's all like I tried to get my cameraman to pull up, and he was gonna, but he didn't want to come. It's all good. But I wasn't gonna let that stop me from pulling up. You know. But bottom line is, I don't care what another man thinks about me because if I care about what somebody thinks about me, I'm gonna limit. You know
you're gonna let that affect your decisions.
Bro, I'm an artist at hand, so I'm out here just like expressing myself artistically. That's how I make the music I make. I don't like write a song and I'm like, damn, what does Smoke Purpose do? Like, nah, bro. Like, I'm here to like tell it how I see it, and it's crazy because I remember I said this in my blog today. Yeah, last.
Yeah, we gotta wrap the podcast up, man. Just letting us know.
Check it out. Last thing. I remember when I had no play. I remember when nobody fuck with me, man. Start your shit today. Be you. People gonna fuck with you. They gonna respect you for who you are.
Respect. Hey, man, it's been a pleasure having you on, Mike.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Any last shout outs you want to get? Tell me Instagram again.
Man, at it's MikeSB, bro. SB stands for soon to be. I don't want Nike suing me. Chase that dream.
All right.
Hey, take a flight music video out now.
I like that, Nike. I like.
Yo, Mikey like Nike. It's Mikey.
Wait, hold on. You freestyle on?
I'll drop a free.
All right. End it off on a freestyle.
We need a beat. What's a beat?
All right, wait. Hold on.
Acapella. Acapella. Or should I just give you like an acapella one of these writtens I got?
Okay. I'm gonna give you a beat though. Hold on.
Yeah, give me a beat. We drop a beat. Anybody freestyle on this shit yet?
Yeah, we had Big Boy Fredo freestyle. Who else freestyled?
I don't know if Matt freestyled.
5 Fingers of Death. What you want?
Shit. Yeah, put on whatever. I did 5 Fingers on my last podcast. I did.
All right. Let's get it back.
Yeah. Hey. Check it out, man. It's your boy MikeSB. Chase that dream. You know what I'm talking about? South Florida. Never stopping. Never dropping. Yeah. Hey. Whew. Yeah. Just did a podcast. Never gonna slack. Back against the wall. Raps is like crack. They gon' smoke it all. The young kid, I'm about to get it. Feel like I'm a ball. I'm on the court. Half court pressing while they pressing me to press. Looking at me must be destined to be soon to be. They so dusty and musty. This musty in my blunt. You know that I'm rusty, but I'm so check it. Hey, never gonna fall. I'm never backing off. I'm never slacking off unless I'm in my slacks looking clean. With the tie dressed down, dress up. Came through. No need to impress ya. I'm the motherfucking man running for mayor. What you saying? You ain't nothing, boy. Lyrics they spraying out of my head like it's an AK. No need to tote, but I got my concealed weapon permit unless I need to check it. I'm bass fishing out in South Florida. Liquor poured up, weed on order. Let me tell you what I'm doing with myself. I'm chasing dreams, never lacking on my self-esteem. I got a team. I'm so mean. What you mean? Artificial intelligence. I'm so relevant. You irrelevant. Check it, but it's all good though. You can really be who you want to be. You just can't care what they think. Never care what another man think about me. That's why I'm in the paint. I'm balling, playing the post. Feel like I'm Post Malone. These melodies got these girls going ghost on me because they were like, damn. I remember when you were back in the day in elementary school. Now you on a podcast and you looking so cool. I'm like, it's love. Baby, it's so love. And this is all out for the top. I'm never going to drop. I'm never going to flop. I'm playing my cards like it was Texas Hold'em. Came through. You know that I'm about to reach my quota. I'm getting the check. Getting respect. They at my neck. I'm coming for 'em. I'm never tripping unless I'm on the shrooms, but I'm never popping like a pill. I'm rolling weed up in the room. Check it, yeah. Shout out to my homie Isaiah. Everything is cool, and I'm keeping it player. I'm playing on my own team. Check it. I'm chasing my own dream.
Hey,
yo. Pop entertainment. That's the click I'm claiming. Ain't after the fame, and if you are, then you better not swerve out your lane. Check it. It's all off of the brain. I'm giving brain. She giving brain. She telling me this shit is cool. I'm like, okay. Doing this since way back in the day. I said I'm 7 years deep. Still got a lot to speak about. Practice what I preach. That's why I'm leaking out. They like, man, that album's so crazy. My streams going up. My numbers going up. My flow is blowing up. Yeah, it's crazy, because I remember when I was 13, but now I got like 1,300 fans and they on me and they like, damn, what you been doing? I just been moving, I just been chasing my fucking dreaming. I just been cool and check it, saying the same old thing, because this is all off of the top. I'm never gonna stop, really gonna do this thing until my casket dropped. And like, shout out to my mom and my dad. I remember when my times were way bad, but now they good, everything is all cool. Yeah, check it, it's a freestyle, I'm going so wild, you already know what it is. I'm in the mood. Check it, it's 5 fingers. I might have to keep going cause this flow lingers. They smell the potent on me. Walked in smelling like a pound, but I couldn't smoke today cause I really had to hold this shit down. I had to tell them what it is. Doing this for the kids. I ain't never gonna. Okay. Yeah. Hey. What? Yeah. Check it out. Chase your goddamn dreams. It's your boy MikeSB. Ready? Yeah. Said I had to turn the volume up. Had to switch the flow on them. South Florida boy, so you know I'm about to pull up with my bros on them. But I showed up to this shit solo, dolo, and I'm sipping on a solo cup. You already know I'm rolling up in the old school Benz when I'm pulling up. Hey. I'm gonna do a show, I'm gonna put your hoe. It don't even matter, cause that's how it go. I'm out in Florida, now I'm in LA, man. I'm about to get the money coast to coast. Why the hell you do the most? Now they all on my dick. Now they wanna know what it is. Bitch, I pulled up to the crib and I'm probably out and popping up. That's the way the shit gotta go. Shout out to Kodak, taking film shots on my Kodak. Now they wanna book me for a show. Now they wanna book me for a shoot. Take your shot, gonna shoot. What the hell else you gonna do? You ain't really doing nothing with yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's crazy. We gonna end it right there.
We gonna end it right there. Yo, chase your dreams, do what you love. It's your boy MikeSB
with the free
stuff. That's true. I'm saying.
Hey man, if you liked and enjoyed, leave a 5-star rating and a review. Till next time.
Subscribe, drop a comment. Let's go.